Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Family Wealth and Other Musings. I am your host, Becky Easton, and today's episode is actually episode 60. If you can believe it, I have been doing this every day for 2 whole months now, which is mind-blowing to me. This podcast was born out of a challenge to post a podcast episode every single day for 1 year. And if the idea of having a podcast seemed fun, I suppose, or intriguing at the very least. And but I also thought that the idea of a weekly or even a monthly podcast, 12 episodes, seemed way too much for me. Weekly, that would have been 52 episodes. That was too many for me. And here we are, 60 episodes strong. Somehow it's a little bit easier to have to post something every single day as opposed to really planning. I just hyped it up so much in my head that all the extra planning would just be unbearable. And the idea still really is, it's almost freeing that I'm doing these, moderately off the cuff. I get a lot of my content through licensing with New Law Business Model, and then a lot of the business content and everything I use is their copyright. And something's just a little bit easier about having to do it every single day and holding myself accountable that way, as opposed to even every week or every month. I'd be much more likely, I think, to push it off a day or more. I wouldn't force myself to do the episode when it needed to be done. So anyway, if you're new around here, my name is Becky Easton. I'm a personal family lawyer licensed in Arizona and Colorado. I founded Easton Law, Estate and Business Planning just over 4 years ago, and we are located in East Mesa, Arizona, in the Eastmark community, and we also have an office in Chandler. So anytime you're hearing anything on here, I want to remind you that it's not individualized legal, business, tax, or financial advice for you, because I don't know anything about your specific situation, and if we don't have an agreement to that effect, then I am not your lawyer. And with that being said, I like bringing you guys a little bit of legal content and my thoughts on it, and business law content as well. So also, if you guys ever have any ideas about something you'd like to hear me talk about, or if listening to these episodes brings up a question that you have that you would like me to answer, I would love to hear from you. So please email us at info@eastonlawpllc.com. And let's see, I guess with that, let's jump into talking a little bit about a couple of the benefits of conscious uncoupling. The concept of conscious uncoupling or conscious divorce has been around for decades in the psychotherapy community. However, the actual term conscious uncoupling was thrust into the mainstream lexicon in 2014 when Gwyneth Paltrow used it to publicly announce that she and husband Chris Martin were separating. Since then, the term has been used extensively to describe what was previously called amicable divorce, or uncontested divorce. In 2016, relationship expert Catherine Woodward Thomas wrote the book Conscious Uncoupling, and she now offers a 5-week program of therapy designed to help individuals make a more healthy transition from marriage to singlehood. While there's no precise definition of conscious uncoupling, according to Thomas, it basically involves reframing divorce from a traumatic experience into one that focuses on the positive opportunities a split offers for personal growth and spiritual development. The goal is to end the relationship in a truly cooperative and respectful manner, which can have tremendous benefits for both the couple and their children. It's important to note that conscious uncoupling has no legal effect on the marriage. Rather, it's about maintaining a positive mindset that seeks to mitigate the often terrible effects divorce can have on our emotions, family, and finances. In order to actually terminate the marriage and resolve all of the legal consequences that this entails, couples must still undergo a divorce. This is one reason we often use the term conscious divorce instead of conscious uncoupling. Based on numerous reports from therapists and couples, we've laid out the primary benefits conscious divorce offers those seeking a more compassionate and mindful way to end their relationship. Number 1, it's a focus on the positives. Though it may seem like New Age hyperbole to reframe divorce from a traumatic experience to one that's ultimately positive, the process of adjusting one's perspectives like this can be extraordinarily powerful. In fact, therapists who work with people at the end of life often report that patients wish they'd dissolved past relationships more amicably instead of focusing so much on the blame and pain involved. Indeed, one of the goals of conscious divorce is to move away from the blame game model to one that acknowledges the romantic relationships often end for a variety of reasons, not necessarily because it was anyone's failure or fault. And like all changes in life, the best way to deal with a divorce is to accept the loss of the relationship as a simple part of life's natural roller coaster ride of ups and downs. The challenge is to focus on all the things you've gained through the relationship, rather than what you're losing. You've undoubtedly shared some amazing times and learned a great deal from being married. And by focusing on these aspects, you can not only experience less trauma, but also be better prepared to move into your new life beyond the relationship. And number 2, this process puts the children first. While conscious divorce seeks to minimize the pain and hostility for the couple, the most important reason behind such a mindset is to protect your children. Make sure that make your kids the motivating factor for keeping the breakup as amicable as possible. When you're tempted to keep arguing, choose your kids over being right. Don't fight in front of your children, and never talk negatively about your spouse with them. No matter what happens, you will always be a family, so keep this in mind while making your decisions. By doing this, your children are far less likely to be seriously damaged by the divorce, and it will set the stage for everyone to move on to the next chapter in their lives in a healthier manner. And number 3, this process avoids a contentious court battle. Anyone who's witnessed a seriously contentious divorce proceeding can attest that such public battles should be a true last resort. Not only do these courtroom dramas take a toll on families' mental health, but they can also drag on for months or even years, unnecessarily draining bank accounts and corrupting the marital estate. Conscious divorce, on the other hand, can not only dramatically minimize the time, cost, and emotional toll of divorce, it lays the groundwork for the new, non-traditional family to interact and function once the court proceedings are over. This is a huge benefit for establishing a healthy co-parenting relationship and showing both your children and yourselves that marriage can still be successful even if it ends in divorce. As a personal family lawyer, our office can help you navigate the more contentious aspects of a divorce in a conscious way by supporting you to find the right counsel to guide you. And of course, we can also help you restructure your assets properly after your divorce. If you'd like to end your marriage in a more positive manner while ensuring that your children suffer as little trauma as possible, reach out today and we can help connect you with an excellent family law attorney. So thanks again for listening in today, guys. If you find that this is something that you would like to discuss further with a personal family lawyer, you can find one near you by going to personalfamilylawyer.com. And then also, if you're in Arizona or Colorado, you can reach out to me and get on my calendar by calling my front office at 480-999-4455. Again, this has been an episode of Family Wealth and Other Musings. I do appreciate you joining me today. I am looking forward to talking to you tomorrow. I'm your host, Becky Easton. Bye.